artificial preservatives, sweeteners, flavors, or colors. Panera, food as it should be.
Watson, touchdown!
Not a second to spare. That was the winning moment last night. College football national championship, the Clemson Tigers. Incredible comeback, beating powerhouse Alabama in the final second.
But a lot of people saying the real star of the night is this guy right here, this ref. His ripped arms, they ruled the internet, and we're going to hear from him coming up later in the show.
You don't want to challenge his call.
No. Whatever you say, ref, fine with me.
Sure thing.
I love how you moved your head when you said that. No, challenge this call. Also right now, 2 fierce storms are crossing the country. 25 states facing weather alerts this morning. Take a look at this amazing rescue in California. 2 women pulled from a river in L.A. Now up to a half a foot of rain is in the forecast for California. Also this morning, all eyes are on the Capitol as confirmation hearings for President-elect Donald Trump's cabinet nominees get underway. And tonight, President Obama will deliver his farewell address in Chicago, and we will carry that here live on ABC.
It's coming up at 9 Eastern tonight, and no tweets yet from Donald Trump this morning, but there is new fallout from that showdown between him and Meryl Streep. ABC's David Wright has all the details. Good morning, David.
Good morning, George. Donald Trump is clearly still fuming over that speech, and Meryl Streep is in good company. Trump almost seems to be at war with Hollywood these days. And the question now, will they pay a price? After all, they've made an enemy of the man who's about to be president.
When the powerful use their position to bully others, we all lose.
Meryl Streep took Trump to task, among other things, for mocking a New York Times reporter with a disability. Trump denies he did it, but judge for yourself.
You got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
It kind of broke my heart when I saw it, and I still can't get it out of my head because it wasn't in a movie. It was real life.
You have perhaps the most highly regarded actress of her generation making an outright plea to people in Hollywood to remain vigilant and to defy.
Donald Trump may dismiss Streep now as one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood, but just 2 years ago, he called her work excellent. It's only prompted her fans to make this hashtag trend: things Trump thinks are overrated. Actress Emmy Rossum tweeted, taxes, audio recordings, factual information, spelling. Another listed Hamilton, Jon Stewart, Jerry Seinfeld, Megyn Kelly.
I just retweeted the best tweet. I mean, wow, what a great, smart tweet.
He's called SNL unwatchable, and yet he can't seem to stop watching. Trump even took to task the new star of his old show, mocking Arnold's ratings the first week on The Apprentice. Schwarzenegger tweeted back, "I hope you'll work for all the American people as aggressively as you worked for your ratings." Trump is almost a member of this elite Hollywood club. He once did a song and dance number at the Emmy Awards.
Green Acres is the place to be.
And he's done dozens of cameos over the years, from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Want another 50 grand? I cut the grass for you every Saturday.
To Home Alone 2.
Down the hall and to the left.
Even though he's about to take the world's most powerful job, celebrities don't seem to be all that intimidated. For now, the same may not be true of their bosses.
The Hollywood studios have a lot to lose under a President Trump, and I think that's why you're seeing the studio heads quiet on this issue, or even coming out and being a little bit more gracious towards the new administration.
Well, plenty of folks say political speeches just don't belong at award shows, that it's liberal Hollywood doing what they do. But by engaging, it's Trump who risks coming across as petty. In 2015, The Hollywood Reporter asked Donald Trump his favorite actresses. He named Julia Roberts, and guess who? Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Okay, David, right. Thanks very much. Joining us now, our friend Larry Hackett, former editor of People magazine and ABC News political contributor Kristen Soltis Anderson. Let me begin with you, Larry. So Donald Trump kind of has a hate-love relationship with Hollywood. It did seem like this one got to him.
It really did. You know, first of all, I want to say it was riveting television. The idea that people don't want to see this kind of thing, I think that's debatable. I don't think people want to sit there and hear speeches thanking their agent and their family. So I think it was great stuff. I think he derives energy from this, right? He knows the entire nation is watching it. He engages in debate now, and now here we are a day and a half later talking about it. I think he really derives kind of political energy from these kinds of things, and it really got to him. Let me point out one other thing quickly, if I can. Back in June, Meryl Streep appeared at a fundraiser for the Public Theater here in New York. Not a lot of people covered covered it, wearing a fat suit and wig about Donald Trump. I think that is part of the reason he's
He might have remembered that as well. But Kristen Soltis Anderson, Larry's correct that the president-elect gets some energy from all this. Was clearly had that energy yesterday morning when he started tweeting, but also digs himself something of a hole when he comes out and reminds everybody of that moment where he was mocking the New York Times reporter. Of course, he denies it, but it gives everybody an opportunity to show the tape again.
Sure. In Meryl Streep's speech, she sort of implies that part of Donald Trump's appeal was when he does things like insults reporters, mocks other people. I don't think that's why most people voted for Donald Trump. I think in some cases they voted for him in spite of the fact that he had done those things. But certainly Donald Trump was able to survive the whole campaign with those kind of criticisms coming his way. So it's unlikely that Meryl Streep, in her speech to the folks at the Golden Globes, really was changing a lot of minds about Donald Trump.
And I don't think she was trying to change minds, but my question is Donald Trump helping himself when he gets up in the morning and tweets about it?
Well, he loves a good conflict. He loves fighting against any sort of elite establishment that he feels he hasn't been sufficiently allowed to be a part of, whether that's the media, whether that's Hollywood. I agree that he derives a lot of energy and that he's never lost, I think, in picking these sorts of fights, because it energizes people that like him and it puts him on the side of a debate where most Americans tend to not pick the big elites, tend to not pick Hollywood or the media. If it's Donald Trump and football versus Meryl Streep and Hollywood, I think I know which side's probably going to win that argument.
Well, it's interesting. It's a paradox here. I think by making that speech, Meryl Trump was saying, let us not normalize this behavior. Trump then tweets yet again, and we become inured to the idea that he tweets about these things. So that ends up normalizing that kind of behavior.
Okay, Larry Hackett, Kristen Soltis Anderson, thanks very much. Hey, Michael.
Hey, George, we have a big board coming up in two major medical headlines. The huge debate raging about mammograms this morning, and a big new question about how young is too young for Botox. We have both of the doctors in, so you know it's a big board. We come back in 2 minutes.
Has anyone seen the new intern?
We sent them on a coffee run. All right. I've got your latte, large coffee with cream, and your favorite, mocha. Oh, where do you guys get your coffee? You gave me way too much money.
He's good. Make him a cafe run instead. For a limited time, get any size coffee freshly brewed every 30 minutes for $1. Or a delicious small mocha, latte, or hot chocolate for $2. Wake up and win the day.
For millions of baby boomers, there's a serious virus out there that's been almost forgotten. It's hepatitis C. 1 in 30 boomers has hep C, yet most don't even know it, because it can hide in your body for years without symptoms. And it's not tested for in routine blood work. The CDC recommends all baby boomers get tested. If you have hep C, it can be cured. For us, it's time to get tested. Ask your healthcare provider for the simple blood test. It's the only way to know for sure.
We call what you're experiencing communication issues. Tiffany, why did you dookie on Eric's pillow? She needs a better smelling litter box.
Seriously?
And stronger clumps.
We both want those things.
What you both want is cat's pride.
Cats are complicated. Great litter is simple. Look for Ultimate Care in the green jug.
Billy Goat Ruffians. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Unwanted scars, stretch marks, dry, damaged skin. Make your imperfections a memory. Palmer Skin Therapy Oil helps reduce the appearance of scars, stretch marks, and dry, damaged skin. And to combat visible signs of aging, use Palmer Skin Therapy Oil for face. This lightweight blend, including 10 natural oils, absorbs quickly to fight dark spots, fine lines, and uneven skin tone. Say goodbye to imperfections with Palmer's Skin Therapy Oil and Skin Therapy Oil for face. Palmer's, the nature of you.
Back with a special edition of our big board. Dr. Ashton and Dr. Besser are here at the table with us. Bookends.
We're ready.
Love this.
Yes.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
We're going to start with that new study sparking a big mammogram debate. Researchers in Denmark found that 1 in 3 breast tumors discovered through the exam may be overdiagnosed, and that means they're identified as more life-threatening than they really are, leading to unnecessary treatment. That is what this study is saying. And I'm getting the side-eye right now from Jen. What's your take on this?
Well, look, I think, first of all, the headline has been boiled down to early screening
screening doesn't work. There's no such thing as early screening in breast cancer. It's screening.
Yeah.
And the point of screening, we have to remember, is to save lives. This study did not look at lives saved. It also started enrollment in 1980 when the technology for mammography was not what it is today. But it really talks about this concept of, does every cancer need treatment? And that is going to be a hard pill to swallow for doctors and patients to tell a woman, you have cancer, but we're not going to treat it because it's never going to kill you. And that's the DCIS realm, which is called that stage 0.
But you know, when you talk about treating all cancers, you have to talk about the downside of that as well. You know, what this study found was that by doing screening, they looked at half the country started screening and half didn't. The screening program didn't cut down on the number of women who ended up having aggressive breast cancer. And the reason that matters is that if a lot of these cancers that are being picked up never would have caused a problem, then you have all of these women who are suffering the side effects of treatment, which could be future cancers, which is not a small thing, the side effects of damage of chemotherapy and other things to the body. The goal of a screening program is to pick something up early and make a difference and save lives. And if you're not saving lives, then you have to say, what are we doing here in putting all of these women through this treatment?
Well, this is so much controversy here.
Oh, yeah.
And I can feel the passion coming from you two. But what do you think needs to be done to fix the screening issues?
Well, I think there's a couple things. The first thing is we need better screening tests. You need a screening test that will be able to say to a person, we found this lump here, but this one we can tell isn't going to cause any problems. And we're not there yet. And then we have to be able to say, okay, who are the right women to screen at what ages? Are there certain things we can tell based on their genetics, their family history, other things that say, you need to screen starting at age 40, you can wait till age 50.
And I agree with most of that. The controversy and what gets me really hot under the collar is that media and the medical community alike always boils these studies down to one line. Mammograms don't work. Mammograms are bad. Mammograms don't save lives. And I disagree with that as a women's health specialist. And B, until we provide an alternative, I think to bash mammograms is tantamount to a war on women. And that is what gets me upset.
And I remember when there was this debate about self-exams. Hello, that's how I found my lump. Hello, by self-exam.
Yeah.
A mammogram did not detect the tumor. An ultrasound did. So it's not one size fits all.
No.
It's not one size. But I don't see this as a war on women. I think what the goal here is to make sure that women aren't getting overtreated. And I think, you know, men are getting overtreated for prostate cancer, and there are a lot of women who I think are getting overtreated. And we need to do more to make it work for them.
With an alternative.
And we have another medical question for you two.
Okay.
I know you're passionate
Bring it
about
on.
that. How about this one? Botox for millennials. Okay, there's a new book out today called Botox Nation, which says that younger women are being aggressively targeted and hope that they'll become lifetime customers of the Botox.
Rich, don't you think it should start like in the delivery room? Why wait?
As a pediatrician, baby Botox. Let's talk about baby Botox.
But what do you think about that? It's a strategy, and why go after people who don't even have wrinkles?
It's one word, money. It is about money. It is about changing the perception of what's normal. And you're talking to, you know, let's start with women in their 20s so that they won't go on to develop wrinkles. I like my wrinkles. I smile a lot. I get a lot of wrinkles here. I don't want to lose those wrinkles. When I'm watching an actor on TV, I want to know, are they happy or are they sad? You look at the faces and it's like, I have no clue.
But don't you guys think we have more pressing problems in medicine than to talk about Botox and is someone getting it and are they not getting it?
Do people really understand Botox, though?
Well, I think they're very judgmental about it. And look, anything in moderation I think could be fine. I mean, for example, I'm actually 94 years old, but I've had good Botox, and I think I look remarkably well preserved. I mean, look, I agree with Rich. If you can't show facial expression, if my kids can't tell that I'm scowling at them, there's going to be a problem.
But I think it changes the social norm. And if who people are seeing on TV, everyone's Botoxed, then there's this pressure that I'm not going to do well in the workplace unless I have Botox. For a lot of money, it's $300 out of pocket. It's not the right thing to do.
And there's a big male-female double standard.
I was going to say that. Huge. We got to do this again, Michael.
We do. I like this.
Yeah.
I'll just,
I know, right?
I'll keep Dr. Astor from that.
I know, really. In this corner, coming up in 2 minutes, we're going to hear from that ref the internet cannot get enough of. That guy right there. Please call a penalty. Please call a penalty.
Curls before the game.
Come on back.
Luego, profesor.
Hey, Carlos, de mañana.
Carlos, Dr. Brand needs to see you in room 3.
If you want to sell your car, CarMax will give you 7 days to consider their offer. Why 7 days? Science. Join me as we walk through the 7 stages of decisioning.
1. Consideration. 2. Questioning. 3. Deciding. 4. Queso. 5. Nap. 6. Sudoku. 7. Tambourine practice.
I think I made my point. They'll give you an offer for your car. You take 7 days to think about it.
We are back now with Clemson national champions Jordan Leggett and Maverick Morris, and we spoke to them in Tampa just moments ago. Hey, Jordan and Maverick, well, you know, I got to say, I'm sure your teammates are probably still out celebrating, so we're thankful that you guys came on to talk with us this morning. And is it true you both, your roommates?
We are roommates, and we definitely couldn't miss a chance to talk to Michael Strahan. I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
And I got to say congratulations to both of you and the rest of your team on an epic win. 1 second left in the game. You did it in such dramatic fashion. So how did it feel for both of you guys to be national champions when you came so close last year?
It's pretty ridiculous, I'm not going to say. I mean, just this whole season we went through, the adversity, this offense believed in itself, and I just want to say, I mean, we ended it with a fairy tale ending almost. I want to say it's been pretty special.
As a kid, you know, you dream of playing college football, and then to reach the top of the mountain, so to speak, at that dream is just it's unbelievable.
And your teammate, Ben Boulware, he gave an incredibly emotional speech after the game. And what kind of message do you both want to send out there to the rest of the Clemson Tiger Nation?
Just for this team this year, I mean, we set the bar extremely high. And I mean, like Ben Boulware said, I mean, it's for those guys that came before us that built the foundation. And we were just able to come in and just capitalize on it and just make the most out of it. And I mean, it's been 35 years since Clemson's won a national championship. And it feels good to be national champions again. And just going forward, I mean, like I said, we set the bar high, so future Clemson Tigers that come in can go out there and just defend the title, and hopefully it won't be 35 years before we are back for another national championship.
Well, I know Ben is hoping it's not 35 years. Ben hope it's next year, actually. And also you, Maverick, as well. And I have you have the mascot next to you. You have cheerleaders behind you. Everybody is so quiet. You are national champions. Forget about that. Everybody make some noise and get excited about this. That's what I'm talking about. And congratulations to you, Jordan. Congratulations to you, Maverick. You both enjoy yourselves. Get some rest whenever you get a chance. And congratulations on being national champions. You guys very well deserved it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
They win a national championship and get to talk to Michael Strahan. Life is good. They're feeling pretty good.
Life is good for me. I get to talk to them. I've never been the national champion in college. But I'm surprised those two, they probably never went to sleep.
I bet they have not
should be
been.
excited.
Yes. There was another star, though, Jesse. We'll go back to you in Tampa, the other star of the game. Tell us about him.
Yeah, Michael, I didn't go to sleep either. So here I am. There was another big star on the field yesterday. But this star was wearing white and black stripes. It was referee Mike DeFee, and he became an overnight internet sensation. Check out why. The Twitterverse absolutely exploding over the defeat gun show during the coin toss of last night's game. There were people writing in things like, forget the players, I want guns like the referee in the national championship game. And where do I get a workout like that? How can I find arms like this? I just can't simply stop staring at this guy's arms. Now, apparently, Defee, he says his main workout is really just trying to do his referee job to the best of his abilities, but he also kind of hands out some free advice, which apparently I could use with these scrawny quarterback arms, guys.
This was my favorite move. Right?
Whenever a play led to this, we were
whatever this move means. I don't know.
All I can say is I'm glad there are no buttons on that shirt because they would have flown off.
Hey, Jesse, what was it like being there at the game last night, Jesse?
It was unbelievable, Robin. The energy was electric. I think what the coolest part about that game, two great fan bases in Alabama and Clemson. Awesome energy the entire time. At the end, Clemson deserving to win.
Glad that you were there for us, Jesse. Come on home safely. Tell everybody hey for us. Coming up in our next hour, the magic number of minutes you should really exercise. What is it?
Coming up, GMA's Be a Vet for Your Pet, brought to you by Iams Pet Food. Good for life.
Come on, Duck! You can do it, Duck! Hurry up, Duck!
You can do it, Duck.
Iams helps keep your dog healthy at every stage, so you can always look forward to what's next.
Feel a cold coming on? Zicam Cold Remedy Nasal Swabs shorten colds with a snap and reduce symptom severity by 45%. Shorten your cold with a snap with Zicam.
My trainer didn't believe me that Trop 50 could taste so good and still have 50% fewer calories.
Can I stop, Jane?
No.
Trop 50 tastes so good you won't believe it has 50% fewer calories.
How was your vacation?
This moment, we feel it, secret is ours.
It was great.
I work round the clock. I want my blood sugar to stay in control.
I want to trim my A1C. When my schedule changes, I want something that delivers.
Traceba is used to control high blood sugar in adults with diabetes. Don't use Traceba to treat diabetic ketoacidosis during episodes of low blood sugar or if you're allergic to any of its ingredients. Don't share needles or insulin pens. Don't reuse needles. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause dizziness, sweating, confusion, and headache. Check your blood sugar. Low blood sugar can be serious and may be life-threatening. Injection site reactions may occur. Tell your doctor about all medicines you take and all your medical conditions. Taking TZDs with insulins like Traceba may cause serious side effects like heart failure. Your insulin dose shouldn't be changed without asking your doctor. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, fast heartbeat, extreme drowsiness, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, dizziness, or confusion. Ask your doctor if you're Traceba ready. Covered by most health insurance and Medicare plans.
Can you feel something without touching it? See something with your eyes closed. When everything is designed around you, the driver, you can. The new Mazda 3.
Hello, Miss Bates. Do you have a tax question?
I do. There's a bunch of creepy kids in this house I moved into.
Are they your kids?
No, they were here when I moved in.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Can I claim them as dependents?
Unfortunately, you can't, but you may be able to deduct some of your moving expenses.
Good, because I'm gonna have to move again.
Back here on Good Morning America, come with me. I want to introduce you to Lloyd and his family from Hawaii, and I want to show them something they've definitely never seen before. This is called an ice disc. That is right, naturally occurring. I have all the information of how it forms on my page. Very scientific and exciting. All that brought to you by TurboTax. Let's go to Hawaii. Your local news and weather is next.
My daughter wants to stay organic.
My husband wants to stay free from artificial ingredients. My whole family wants to stay free from artificial preservatives. And my debit card wants to stay on a diet. Fill your cart with Giant's Nature's Promise brand. Great prices on over 800 organic and free-from items. Eat well for less. My Giant. Now save this week on Nature's Promise soups, buy 2, get 1 free, and on Nature's Promise pasta sauce, just $2.29 each.
You can lease America's best-selling car, Camry, for only $179 a month. It comes with a 5-star safety rating, 10 airbags, Bluetooth, and Entune audio with backup camera, all standard. Or buy one and get 0% APR plus $1,000 finance cash. Plus, no-cost maintenance is included. Affordable, reliable, American-made Camry. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
Good Morning America is brought to you by the 2017 Mazda 3 with Skyactiv Vehicle Dynamics.
Tonight,
I got free maid service for a month.
a new middle is so fresh and so clean,
I need to show you something.
so exhausting.
I liked it better when you washed my clothes and everything was damp and it's
All new middle, ABC tonight.
Sue's drawer.
Life model decoys invade Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. LMD tonight, ABC.
From ABC 7 News, this is a Good Morning Washington update.
Good morning, Washington. I'm Melanie Hastings. Here's a check of your top stories. Route 28 in Centerville back open after a deadly crash overnight. Police say around 2 this morning, a van slammed into a tree on the right side of the road. One person in the vehicle was killed, another suffered minor injuries. Still, there's no word on what caused that crash. Confirmation hearings begin today for Donald Trump's cabinet picks. Attorney General nominee Senator Jeff Sessions will appear before the Senate Judiciary Committee at 9:30 this morning. Homeland Security nominee retired Marine General John Kelly has his hearing in the afternoon. 4 other hearings are set for tomorrow, including for Secretary of State nominee Rex Tillerson. Another chilly day, but things are looking up. Here's Veronica Johnson.
Well, today will be overcast. Temperatures on the low side again, topping out at about 35 to 36 degrees. Early this morning up until about 9-10 a.m., maybe a shower that could freeze on contact well north and west of D.C., around Frederick, Maryland, northern areas of Loudoun County. So cold again today, and it's going to be a little breezy. Best chance of rain comes tomorrow during the morning hours prior to about 6 to 7 a.m. with about 1/4 inch or so. Another chance of rain comes on Friday and a cold weekend with highs in the 30s.
Veronica, we are contending with quite a few incidents traveling on the Dulles Toll Road. Got a crash as you head through Herndon this morning. Also 66 eastbound at Nutley Street. Crash cleanup for you, and it takes away one of your travel lanes. We are looking live at the Capitol Beltway, Prince George's County side, where we did clear the crash activity in Lanham. Volume delays on the outer loop as you pass Central Avenue. Melanie, back to you.
All right, Angela, thank you. And you can get more news, traffic, and weather updates on Good Morning Washington on News Channel 8. We're going to see you back here for another local update in about 30 minutes. And now we'll send it back to Good Morning America. Hope you have a great day.
Good Morning Washington. What's new, what's now, what's next? Plus traffic and weather every 10 minutes. Weekdays starting at 4:25 on Good Morning Washington, where good mornings start.
The judgment-free zone is where you belong. For $1 down and then $10 a month. The world judges. We don't. Join now in club or online at planetfitness.com. Offer ends January 11th. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Mom, I just saved a lot of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
I should take a closer look at Geico.
You know Geico can help you save money on your homeowner's insurance too?
Great. Geico can help insure our mountain chalet.
How long have we been sawing this log? 114 years.